Hey guys, today we're going to be taking a look at the Manhattan Backpack from Andar. And I haven't had a chance to use too many leather backpacks, but I'm a big fan of leather in general, whether it's jackets, boots, keychains, wallets. I think it's a really rugged material that looks great. I'm a big fan of anything that starts to show some patina and take a very distinct look as you use it over a longer period of time. So excited to dive into this one over the past couple of weeks. In this video, I'm going to be talking about my experience using it. I'll show you how I've lettered it out, walk through all the features, and I'll also talk about how it compares to some of the other similar items that are currently on the market. Before jumping into the video, I want to thank the company for sending the bag for me to test out. And if you're new here, welcome. My name is Danny, and on this channel, we love reviewing popular travel and everyday carry gear. If you like these types of videos and you'd be interested in seeing more, please consider subscribing as it helps the channel out a lot. So with all that being said, let's go ahead and jump in. Starting off with the overall aesthetic, to me the bag has a very modern, clean, and stylish appearance. The leather really gives it a very classy and premium feel. It doesn't have a ton of straps or attachment points, so it's a versatile look that's going to work well in a more professional setting if you're wearing it with a nicer outfit, and it's also going to look great if you're exploring a city or traveling. As far as the materials, the bag feels very solidly built. The exterior is full grain leather, which feels really rugged. I have used some bags that have leather accents on the bottom and on the handles, which have held up very well. Haven't used a ton where the entire bag is made out of leather, but it makes it feel really premium, rugged, like wax canvas. It is going to develop some patina, marks as you use it more, so it's going to have a lot of character. I really like that in this type of bag, but something that feels like it's going to be with you for a long time to come. As far as the weather resistance on something like this, I would be, worried about taking this out into heavier rain. In general, I'm always cautious with leather goods, whether it's the jackets or the boots. I know they sell coatings that you can apply to give it some weather resistance, so something to keep in mind. You also have some very nice YKK zippers all throughout that don't have any coating per se, but they have worked really smoothly and feel like they're going to hold up through a lot of use. Continuing along the outside of the bag, you don't have any sort of external water bottle pocket. You do have a nice handle on the side, and at the top they're well reinforced. They're made out of leather. They feel really comfortable to hold if you're picking the bag up or if you want to carry it like a briefcase into a meeting. And then taking a look at the capacity, the bag comes in at about 22 liters, which is a really great daily bag size in my opinion. I was able to hold all the items that I normally like to carry with me, and I still had some leftover space without the bag feeling overwhelmingly big. And I like that even when it's a little bit more packed out, it still manages to maintain a pretty slim silhouette, which made it great for navigating crowded areas, jumping onto public transit, and carrying on to pretty much any domestic or international airline. Taking a look at the straps in the back paneling, so far the bag has been pretty comfortable to wear. This is an area where I definitely had to adjust my expectations, as I feel like this type of backpack isn't going to have the type of robust straps that I typically look for in a daily bag. So they're made out of leather and they're pretty thin. They don't have a ton of breathability. Again, seems to come with the territory. They do have a nice width to help prevent the bag from digging into your shoulders. And I like that near the top here, they have this sort of contouring to just allow them to rest comfortably on your shoulders. No sort of sternum strap is included with the bag, and you don't really seem to have the ability to add one. But for this size of bag, that really isn't a big deal in my opinion. And then taking a look at the back paneling, similar to the straps, not a super robust back panel like we've seen in hiking and tech backpacks. So there's no breathable mesh. There's not a ton of padding per se. It feels fine when you're wearing the bag, particularly for the size of the bag, but it's just not going to be very breathable. So if you're wearing this for a longer period of time with a lot of weight, your back will tend to get a little bit sweaty. One nice feature here on the back is that you do have this zippered compartment that's going to be a little bit more hidden, and it's going to be a good spot to store something like your cash or passport or maybe something like a wallet. Currently I'm using one of the wallets from Andar's collection here, and that fits in there very comfortably. Jumping into the organizational options, the bag has a nice variety of pockets all throughout. Starting off on the front, you have a quick access pocket that actually has a pretty hidden zipper. You can place the zipper pull on the inside and barely tell that there's even a pocket there. And this has a pretty good amount of space and some internal organization, which is nice. The pocket goes down about to the midway or lower area of the bag. It doesn't go all the way down, but still, it comes up enough to be able to hold some of the accessories that I might be grabbing most regularly during the day. I also like that it has this contrast here as far as the bright lining. It's got this canvas lining on the inside, which feels pretty durable. And so on the front here, just kind of laying on the bottom, I have a lightning cable with a power brick to charge my phone. And then on the back, you have a couple of slip pockets, one that's a little bit larger on the right It's got this sort of leather accenting here. It's not an elastic pocket, it's got a fixed volume, but a good amount of space. Currently what I have here is my Apple Magic Mouse. And then next to that you have a couple of slots for pens or stylus. And then next to that you have some additional slip pockets. So one bigger one like the one that we saw on the right. And in here I currently just have my AirPods, but it goes down a decent amount, would be a good spot for maybe a portable battery. And then in front of that you have some slots that, you know, I don't really know what to do with these a lot of the time in these bags. This is kind of a perfect spot, I guess, for business cards. If you travel for work, go to conferences, you can have your business cards here. Maybe some IDs or something. If you're going through the airport, you can reach it a little bit more easily. I also hid an AirTag in one of these slots as well. Behind that, you have a larger admin pocket. The zippers on this go down a pretty good amount, which is nice because this compartment is deep, goes all the way down to the bottom of the bag. I'm always a fan of this layout as it gives you some extra flexibility with what you can store, some extra space. And so here, just kind of laying on the compartment on the back, I have some of my bulkier accessories. So I have my sunglasses with their hard shell case. I have the Tombin Ghost Flow pouch with some smaller EDC and tech items. And then with the volume that's provided here, I was also able to store the Evergood Civic Access pouch, 1 liter. You can see that that does have some volume and it fit in there. So also a good spot maybe for a jacket, some gloves. This is also where I stored my water bottle. Since there is no external water bottle pocket, it was able to fit in here comfortably, and I'm glad that I was able to keep it separate from the main compartment where the laptop sleeve is. So nice amount of space here. And then you also have some organization. On the back you have a simple zippered compartment that goes about the length of my fingers. Good spot for smaller items that you don't want getting lost down near the bottom. So here I just have a field notes notebook, and then I also have a little multi-tool. And on the flap of this compartment you have another zippered area here, and again, plenty of space. In this compartment I currently have a deck of playing cards, and then I also have a headlamp, and the last thing that I have in here is the portable battery that I like to have to attach to the back of my phone when I'm low on charge. The last area we're going to be taking a look at is the main compartment. This is a top loading bag, so the zippers don't come down too much. It's not a clamshell bag, but it still opens up wide enough so that you can see even a little bit lower into the main area. You've got plenty of space here, pretty simple layout, which is always great for bulkier accessories. I was able to hold the items that I normally have with me. So I have my Beat Studio wireless headphones with their case. I have a packable rain jacket here. And then I have down below my DJI Mavic Mini with its hard shell case. And then at the bottom, I also have the Evergood Civic Access pouch, 2 liters. And then I have my Levitate portable standing desk. Now with the compartment empty, you can get a better look at the inside. This does come up a decent amount, so if I wanted to use this for minimal travel, I would be able to toss in my larger packing cube, a dock kit, an extra pair of shoes, and be able to use this for a weekend trip. And then on the back, you have a couple of slip pockets or sleeves that are meant to hold your tech or other taller accessories. These sleeves, unfortunately, aren't really padded, so they're not gonna give you a ton of protection for your devices per se. You do have enough space here to hold something like an iPad. Currently I have an iPad mini in there, but it's kind of swallowed up. You could definitely fit a 10 or 11-inch tablet in here comfortably, maybe some documents, a folder, and then behind that you have a slightly larger sleeve that's gonna be the area where you'll place your laptop most likely. Currently what I have here is a 13-inch MacBook Air. You can see there's plenty of leftover space here, so it should be able to hold a 15 or 16-inch laptop comfortably. There is some padding on the back, so you have some protection, but the sleeve itself, you can see it's pretty thin. It's not really gonna keep your device as protected as some of the thicker ones that we've seen on more tech-focused bags, so that might come with the territory with these sort of kind of leather, more stylish type bags. I would have liked to have seen maybe something a little more robust. It's also not pulled up off the bottom of the ground, so you want to be mindful when you're placing your bag down, or if you happen to be dropping your device in and you don't have it in the case. And so pulling my device out. Now with the compartment empty, you can get a better look at the inside. No sort of fleece lining, same canvas material that we've seen in the rest of the interior. And this does come up a decent amount, so if you happen to have a thicker device, it should be able to fit in there comfortably. Also, if you want to use a case on your laptop to give it just a little bit more padding and protection. I do recommend that, given that this sleeve is pretty thin and it's not pulled up. Definitely something that you'll want to keep in mind. And I use a lot of tech-focused bags that have very robust laptop protection, as I carry a laptop a lot, so that's important to me. But maybe if you're somebody who doesn't carry a laptop as much, or you want to save a little bit on weight and space, and you prefer to have the option to use a case, this might be more your speed. I do like that there is a dedicated area to at least make it a little bit easier to get to your device when needed, or to hold other things that you don't want getting mixed up with the other items in your compartment. So your mileage may vary, but I do really like the amount of space that's offered in this main area, and just the layout throughout the rest of the bag. Very simple but effective. And if you're looking for a stylish and durable bag, in particular something that is made out of leather, then this can be a really solid option to consider. And so to wrap up, it's been a pretty good experience testing out the Manhattan Backpack over the past couple of weeks. You can currently purchase this on Andar's site for about $338, which is definitely premium pricing, and that seems to be the case with leather goods in general. You are getting a very solidly built bag with some really nice materials, but there's also going to be some other great options in this price range that may be worth considering. And so as I was testing this out, the first bag this made me think of is the Pioneer Backpack from Troubadour. Troubadour is another company that makes premium and stylish work and everyday bags. I really like the Pioneer Backpack in particular for its aesthetic and its organizational layout. It's got a nice pocketing setup. You have a top quick access pocket on the front, spacious main area with internal organization, and a padded laptop sleeve that you can access from the outside. The harness system on that is going to be a little bit more robust and comfortable. It's got a luggage pass-through, and it also has a separate shoe compartment. So if you're looking for something like this that feels a little more professional and that's going to look great with a nicer outfit, that's going to be a great option to take a look at. The next bag this made me think of is the Track Bannock Backpack, which is a really great EDC and work bag that has a little bit more of a heritage vibe. It's made out of wax canvas, which, like this, is very durable and will develop a nice patina as you use it over a longer period of time. That one has kind of an old school rucksack vibe, so it's got a flap that comes over the front, a couple of straps. I like that it has external water bottle pockets, a padded laptop sleeve on the inside. So like this one, a very simple but effective layout. Kind of a similar harness system, so it's not super padded, but it's a durable bag that offers a pretty impressive amount of space for its compact form factor. And if you're looking for something like this that's premium, durable, and that's going to look great with a nicer outfit, then that's going to be a great option to take a look at. Another bag this made me think of is the Air Flight Pack 3, which doesn't necessarily have a similar aesthetic, as it's made out of very modern materials with the 1680D ballistic nylon. It looks like a much more techy backpack. But like this one, it can be carried like a briefcase. You can hide the straps away on that one. It also includes a shoulder strap so that you can wear it as a shoulder bag if you want to have a little bit more of a professional vibe. It's got a great, well-padded laptop compartment, lots of organizational options, plenty of weather resistance, comes in at a pretty similar size, and it's also going to come in at a lower price range. So if you have a tighter budget, or you're looking for a more modern sort of aesthetic, a little bit more weather resistance, and that's going to be a great option to take a look at. And then the last option that I'll mention here is the Heritage GR1 from GoRuck. That's been one of my favorite bags from the past year. It's just really solidly built. It looks great. It has the same minimal vibe that GoRuck is known for, but with that heritage touch from the wax canvas materials that it uses. So like this, very durable, but it's a material that's going to start to, patina and just look better and better the more that you use it. It's got a clamshell style opening, really nice organizational layout. I've been a big fan of GoRuck's layouts for years, and just their ecosystem of accessories. The Heritage also has the nice quick access pocket, a very robust harness system, and the separate and suspended laptop sleeve. So if you're looking for something like this that's got, a very kind of classic minimal vibe, but that's going to give you some better laptop protection and just a different layout with that clamshell style opening, then that's going to be one of the best options to consider. With that being said, the Manhattan Backpack holds up pretty well against those options, and if you have a little bit of a higher budget and you're looking for a leather backpack specifically that's going to look great in a variety of environments, then this is going to be a solid option to consider. And I'm definitely curious to hear what you all think of the Manhattan Backpack and how it compares to some of the other leather bags that are currently on the market. And if there's any similar options that you think I should check out, as always, please let me know in the comments. And I want to thank the company again for sending the bag for me to test out, and to you guys for watching and supporting the channel. If you enjoyed this video, please give us a like, and if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe so you don't miss any upcoming videos, and we'll see you in the next one.